Well, hi there. Welcome back to more Marvelous Math Monday EQAO prep. I just want to highlight that this is enjoyable for me to go through these questions for you because you've all asked to see just about every question, was some interest in seeing some video answers. So, hey, I'm happy to oblige. This is fun. Have fun with your math practice, everyone. So, this table below represents a linear relation. Here's something I notice. At time t, the distance is 5. So that tells me that this is 0 in time and 5 in distance, and then it's going up like that. All right? Because what's it doing? It's going up. It's getting more distant. Okay? So that gives me the b value. The b value is right there. Okay? And then I need to find the rate of change. So this went up by 1, this went up by 10, this goes up by 10, this goes up by 10, okay, when this is going up by 1. All right, because that's going up by 1, I just know that this is 10x plus 5, or 10t plus 5. 10t plus 5 is this one. All right, how do I know that? Well, I could just use any 2 points and find the equation of the line. Let's work with 335 and 445. Goes to 445. All right, so m is equal to rise over run, which is, this case is, it rises 10 when it runs 1, so that's 10. I didn't really write that out, did I? 45 minus 35 is 10. 4 minus 3 is 1. So change in y, it changed by 10, over change in x, it changed by 1. And both in the same direction. Both got bigger. So they're both positive numbers. You have to get the sign right. Okay? So I know that m is 10. And then I need to find b. So I can say y is equal to 10x plus some value b that makes it true, and then use this point 445 to check. 45 is equal to 10 times 4 plus some number. And then you'll find 10 times 4 is 40. 40 plus 5 is 45. So b is 5. So C. 6 ways from Sunday, it's C. Okay. The table below displays the table of values below displays the cost of renting a bicycle. If you rent this bicycle for 0 hours, you have to pay $25. Notice that it costs you money just to grab that bicycle and say, I want to rent this. They say, okay, it's $25 up front, and then you'd go forward. Hold on one moment. Let me read this email. It affects your immediate future. Okay, so where was I? I was talking about this cost to rent a bicycle, right? So let's take a closer look at that. Which equation models the cost? Okay, we really want to know how to create these equations. And this is how we do it in this case. I know that my b value is 25 because they gave me the 0 value. That's the flat fee that I have to pay. And then how much does each hour cost me? $5. Okay, so it's going to be 5 times the hours plus 25. There it is. There. I'm not going to do it 15 ways for you because, hey, this video will get longer. So let's keep going. 25. The graph below represents the cost to belong to a local gym. So it looks like there's a $100 fee to sign up even if you want to be their member for 0 months. Of course, you wouldn't do that, but that's like an introductory fee. And then you pay the monthly rate. So it looks like the monthly rate is $25 because I went up from 100 to 150 here after 2 months. And then after 4 months, I'm at $200. So if I started at $100 and then it took me 4 months and now I'm paid $200, then I must be paying $25 a month. And it started at $100. Why is that true, Mr. Jennings? Okay, here, this is the flat fee. You just pay it. Doesn't matter how many months you use. That's the starting amount. Notice that that would be the cost if the number of months you used were 0. And then I take the number of months, which is there, n, and I multiply that by the monthly fee, which is $25. And I add that together with the flat fee, and that gives me the cost. Let's keep going. Which equation represents the line on the graph? Okay, cost versus distance. As you travel further, your costs go up. So this is a positive slope. M is going to be positive. Let's see. Which equation represents the line on the graph? Well, I know that the cost should start at 30. It should have a B value of 30. So all of them do. Okay, so that didn't help me narrow it down. All right, let's see. We need another point. After 100 kilometers, the price has gone up to 40. So 100 kilometers, an increase in $10. So this is telling me it costs a dime per kilometer. There it is there, a dime per kilometer. But that's not a dime. A dime is 10 cents. Yeah, 0.1 equals 0.10. Okay, this is a dime. This is a dime. Okay, so that's how I would do that one. Okay, I find the slope. All right, or you could just find the slope, right? You would say rise over run. It rose 10 plus 10. All right, it goes up 10 when it goes over 100. So 10 over 100 is 0.1, or 1 over 10. 0.1, it's a dime per kilometer. Okay, 6 ways from Sunday. Let's keep going. Data on distance traveled and the number of hours spent traveling are shown on the graph below. The line D is equal to 10n plus 30 is also shown on the graph. Distance traveled versus time. Okay. Distance traveled, the number of hours spent traveling. Well, that's strange. Why have they spent 0 hours traveling and they've already traveled some distance? I'm a little confused by this question to begin with. Which equation best represents the line of best fit for the data shown? Oh, I see what they want us to do. Okay, so if this is the line 10n plus 30, and I want to know what line is closest to this, okay? Well, if this is 30 up here, all right, then this would be less than 30. So something like that maybe would be a little bit less than 30. Okay. And then the slope, if this is growing at a slope of 10, this one looks to be growing at a slightly lower slope. See how it's like sloping a little lower? It's still increasing, but it's not increasing as fast. So I really believe that B is a really good answer here. It's clearly not D, because 33 would be starting up here. Okay. And it's not C because these two lines aren't quite parallel. This one is a little bit shallower. And not only that, 18 is just too low. 18 would be like, if this is 30 here, then 18 would be like down there. That's still pretty close to 18, but I don't like it. I think that this one is best. Let's keep going. All right, 28. Which graph represents the equation P is equal to negative 1/2 n plus 5? Oh, this looks pretty good. Yeah, this one is correct. Okay. Yeah. How do I know? How do I know that so quickly? First, I look at the B value, 5, and I notice that it's crossing the y-axis at 5. Good. And then I check the slope. This indeed has a negative slope. Negative slopes. Why is that not it's coming over? There we go. Negative slopes here. This M value tells me the slope, the rise over run. So if I have negative 1 over 2 is equal to rise over run, let's test it. I run 2, I rise negative 1. See? I increased by 2 in the x, that's plus 2. I decreased by 1 in the y. That's a rise over run of negative 1/2. They put the first answer was correct. Thank you very much for saving me time. I'll tell you the equations of the other lines to do a little bit of teaching for you. This one is P is equal to 1/2 n plus 5. This one is very close to the correct line, but it needs to have a negative slope. This one has a positive slope. See, the run is 2, the rise is 1. That's plus 1 plus 2. Notice that this has a positive sign. Okay, and then this one is P is equal to 2n plus 5. Because it runs 1 and rises 2, but it still has the same B value there. And this one is P is equal to negative 2n plus 5. Yeah, it runs 1, rises negative 1. Sorry, negative 2. So negative 2 in there. Yeah. Okay, that's question. Done 16 ways. All right, the following scatter plot. shows the relationship between N, the number of pages in Annie's textbook that she has left to read, and T, the time in minutes she spent reading this book. Poor Annie. Looks like it's going to take her about 200 minutes to finish this textbook. Okay, because that's when she will have 0 pages left to read. Okay, which equation represents the line above? Well, when she first started reading, she had 100 pages to read. And then she started reading after 10 minutes. That's right on the line. So it's really useful to use this one. After 10 minutes, she had 95 pages to read. So it seems like she reads a page every 2 minutes. So it is this one. Why? Because she takes away 1 page for every 2 minutes. She reads a page every 2 minutes, or she reads 1/2 pages per minute. She takes away a page needing to be read. Okay? Notice that it's change in Y. Number of pages goes on top, and number of minutes goes on the bottom. Okay, let's keep going. A student council is selling tickets to a video dance for $5 each. The cost of the disc jockey and equipment is $1,200. Which of the following represents the relationship between profit and dollars made by the student council and the number of tickets sold? Well, here, this is a little bit more of a challenging question. And I see here I've got a really good point to work with. First thing I started looking for was, did I have the correct B value? And A certainly does. The cost of the equipment is this. So that the student council pays that money, and then they need to sell tickets to make that money back. So they actually need to sell 240 tickets. That could very easily be 240 there, right there. So I really think it's A again is the correct answer. Let's test this point. If they sell 600 tickets, will they have, that's between 120 and 240, so that's 1,800, right in the middle of those. This is goes up by 600 each. What is it, buddy? Uh-huh.
When you're done doing your meeting, since it's raining, can I do letters on Mama's computer?
You can do letters on my computer afterwards. I don't know where, I don't want to get Mummy's computer out, but you can do it on this computer. We can practice letters together. Okay. Do you want to, oh, you, okay. Well, let me pause. Thank you for your patience, everyone. So let's keep talking about this one. This is the point where they have sold 600 tickets and they have profited net $1,800. Okay. So let's see if that checks out. All right. They started at 0 tickets sold and negative $1,200. All right. So we know that they should be profiting $5 for each ticket. Let's see if this would give $5 profit or $5 income per ticket. Okay. So they've sold 600 tickets. So this is how we would do it. We would say Y is equal to, I don't know how much they're selling each ticket for, times X plus, well, actually, it's not plus. My goodness. So let me get this set up for us in a second here. Okay, let's keep going. So just to zoom in here, and we'll come over here. And yeah, so it's actually not going to be a plus, all right? We're going to have Y, the amount of profit, is equal to $5 per ticket sold. Wait, oh, I'm sorry. I'm really confused here. I got really distracted when I paused the video. So profit. Let's use profit P. We're going to use profit as P. So P is profit. N is the number of tickets sold. Okay, so profit is going to be equal to some value, M, times the number of tickets sold minus $1,200. So this one looks good here. All right. And now we know that we can get to 600, 1,800 there. All right. So $1,800 profit should be reached when we multiply the amount of per ticket by 600 for N and subtract 1,200 from it. Okay. Now let's add 1,200 to both sides, and I can already see this is the correct answer. And that gives us $3,000. How's that snack, buddy? Yummy? Good. Is equal to 600 times m. All right. And then we divide both sides by 600 to find 5 is equal to m. That was what we were told up here, $5 each. So A is the correct answer. All right, let's keep going. 3 more questions, then I'll take a break and get my whole computer unbroken again. Okay, a local community group is organizing a skating event. They decide how much to charge for tickets to the event and then plots a graph to show the relationship between the money they will make from ticket sales and the number of tickets sold. Okay, so number of tickets sold, ticket sales. According to the graph, how many tickets must the community group sell in order to make $1,500? This is how you do it. You find $1,500. There's 1,200. There's 1,800. Halfway between looks to be about there. Okay, make sure it's halfway between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, indeed, this is halfway between. That's $1,500. So there, boop. Then I read down here to find that they should sell 250, exactly halfway between 200 and 300 tickets. There. All right. A submarine is submerging. Good. Good for that submarine. The graph below shows the distance below sea level the submarine has descended over time. This is distance below sea level. So if you flip this graph like upside down, that would like be a picture of the submarine going down. But actually this is like it goes to a depth of 500 meters after 40 minutes. Okay, so let's see, what's the question? How far below sea level has the submarine descended after 24 minutes? Here is 21, 22, 23, 24. Take this line up. And then bring this line over. And it's 300. Is that 320, 340, 360, 380, 400? Yeah, each one of these lines is 20. So that's 320, 340. It's more than 350, but less than 360. Guess it's 350. Okay, cool. All right, last one, then I get to fix this. A sports company uses the equation C equals 8t plus 5 to represent the relationship between the total amount charged to rent a canoe, C in dollars. Just the amount is C, cost, not C, canoe. Okay, C, cost in dollars, and the rental time, T in hours. What's the initial charge to rent a canoe? The initial charge is $5. $5. Okay. If you rent it for 0 hours, then you would pay $5. That's the initial cost. The cost you pay initially. And then you pay $8 per hour. Okay. So this is taking apart a variety of questions in a variety of ways. Thank you very much for your patience during this video. Your patience hopefully exceeds mine. And I look forward to any questions that you hit me up with by email. Bye for now, everyone.